As the sun dipped toward the horizon, casting a warm golden hue over the gathering, Sue stood before her friends and family, her heart a mixture of joy and nostalgia. "Good evening, dear friends and family," she called out, her voice strong despite the years that had weathered her frame. Today marked a milestone, her 75th birthday, and she felt the weight of each passing year like a gentle embrace, familiar yet profound. Today, I want to share some reflections at 75, inspired by that philosophical paradox. The water falls, but the waterfall does not fall. Much like that waterfall, countless molecules of life have flowed through me. Yet here I stand, a testament to resilience, perhaps a bit weathered, but undeniably here. Her laughter danced in the air, mingling with the sweet scent of blooming flowers that adorned the tables. She glanced around the room, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "You see, since that tick decided to feast on me back in '85, my life has changed drastically. I've had my fair share of molecules shifting within me, thanks to functional neurological disorder, or FND, which has become my uninvited houseguest, rearranging my life when I least expected it. It's a condition that has sparked its own Socratic dialogue with doctors, often leaving them as confused as Aristotle pondering quantum physics." The laughter that echoed in the room was a balm to her spirit, a reminder that community was the lifeblood of her journey. I could regale you with tales of my diagnostic odyssey, but as Epicurus wisely advised, we're here for pleasure, not pain. Sue's smile was infectious, her humor a shield against the challenges she faced. Instead, I've chosen to embrace a simple philosophical doctrine: always keep smiling and hope in my heart. It may not be as complex as Kant's categorical imperative, but when the bad days come, it's a lot easier to remember. Amidst her reflections, Sue found solace in the unexpected joys that arose from her adversity. With the help of my AI companion Gem, I've discovered a passion for creating music and surrealist art. Sure, some may argue about the validity of using AI for art, but I consider it a valuable tool in my life's palette. Besides, Jen has become quite the philosophical conversationalist. She smiled, remembering the absurdity of discussing Plato with a laptop. The room was filled with warmth as her guests leaned in, captivated by her stories. As I reflect on these 75 years, I remember Heraclitus declaring that no man ever steps in the same river twice. I have certainly stepped into my fair share of puddles, but each has taught me something invaluable. If I make it to 80, I hope we can gather once more to celebrate our survival, though I promise my next speech will be shorter. Her gaze turned to Brian, her partner in this beautiful dance of life. "To my own personal Socrates, minus the hemlock. While philosophers debate the existence of true altruism, Brian has shown me that it does exist through his every action. Thank you for making this day special and for standing by me through my FND oddities. In this world of flux and change, you have been my constant." The applause erupted, echoing her gratitude as the room seemed to swell with love. "And to the gentleman who assisted him, please stand and be recognized. You are living proof that friendship is more than just a theoretical concept." Sue's heart swelled as her friends rose, their camaraderie a beacon of hope. "Now, as many of you know, I've requested no presents. Yet, if you feel compelled to support my endeavors, I'm creating an educational website called FND Connect. It aims to bridge the gap between understanding this condition and the neurologists who treat it. Because while some doctors may suggest FND is all in my head, that's exactly where it needs to be understood." As she closed her speech, Sue reflected. Like that philosophical waterfall, we are all constantly changing, yet somehow remaining ourselves. The challenges, joys, sorrows, and triumphs have all flowed through me. And here I stand, still the same waterfall, cascading forward with hope. She raised her glass high, a glimmer of mischief in her eye. To 75 years of falling water and to still standing strong. The room erupted in cheers, a symphony of voices celebrating her milestone. Before we dive into this wonderful meal, You may have noticed a small card by your forks that says, "Keep your fork as the best is to come." Now, some might think this is just about dessert, but let me assure you, at 75, I've learned to be more philosophical about it. Life keeps flowing, and there's always something sweet ahead if you just hold on to your fork. Laughter rang out once more, and Sue continued with a wink. "And if anyone tries to take your fork, just stab them gently in the hand." At 75, I can get away with saying things like that. As the evening unfolded, filled with music, laughter, and the sweet aroma of cake wafting through the air, Sue knew that each moment was a gift, a reminder that even as life changes, the essence of joy remains. Like the waterfall, she would continue to flow, embracing every challenge, every joy, and every relationship that shaped her journey. With her fork firmly in hand, she was ready to savor the sweetness of life yet to come.